How to generate leads for your service business online. Hello everyone, this is Max from Online Prospects, and in this video we're going to cover this particular question: how you can generate leads for your service business online. And what we're going to do, we're going to discuss multiple ways, and also we're going to discuss different situations, right? So maybe you start a business and you need clients right now, so I'm going to talk to you about what is the best way to get fast results, like if you need clients right now. And we're also going to talk about long-term strategy. So if you need to get consistent number of people contacting you every month, what you can do about it, how you can create a strategy, a certain setup that will bring you leads every single month. So watch this video till the end. And also at the end of this video, we'll cover the topic about how you can convert those leads into clients, because it's one thing to get leads, to get people to call you or inquire about your services. Another thing is to convert them into real clients. So we're going to discuss this particular aspect of the business as well. So watch until the end, and I promise you it's going to be worth your time. Okay, let's begin. And the first thing that I want to discuss, so what if you need clients right now? So maybe you start a business, or maybe you just not getting enough inquiries and you need to increase the inquiries straight away. So how can you get more inquiries, more leads? What is the fastest option for you? Now, in my belief, the best clients for your business are those people who are searching for your specific services in a very specific geographical location, right? So the best prospects are people who are searching for your specific services in the area where you're covering. So for example, if you're a house painter, and say for example, you're living in Sydney, Australia. So people who are searching online for house painters to Sydney or interior painters to Sydney are the best type of clients for your best type of prospects for your business at this stage. Or another example, if you're a dentist in Melbourne, those people who are searching for dentistry Melbourne CBD or dentist Melbourne CBD are the people who you want to come and see you. Now, the idea is to get the people who are searching for your services in your specific geographical location is to come and visit your website. Now, how do you do that? Well, the best advertising platform, if you want to target people who are searching for your specific services in your geographical location, is called Google Ads, because it allows you to advertise very specifically, precisely to the people who are searching for your services, and you can target them by the keywords that they search. Well, you may say, why Google Ads? Maybe there is another platform like Facebook advertising, for example, or Instagram. But the problem with Facebook and Instagram or any other social networks, the thing is that you're not really targeting people who are actively searching for your services, right? So you target those people by demographic characteristics or by certain interests that they have, or maybe certain questions that they ask from their friends. But you cannot be 100% sure in a way, you're not targeting them that precisely as you can target people who are searching within Google Ads. Because if you think about it, nobody is searching on Google for like long phrases by the accident. So if somebody is searching for house painters Sydney CBD, just as an example, right? Nobody's searching by accident for these kind of phrases. It means that they're looking for a specific service in that specific location, which means that they're very, very likely to buy from you if you provide these services and if you provide a good price, So that's why I'm saying the Google Ads, in my opinion, is the best choice, especially if you need clients fast, because you can target very, very specific kind of people who are interested in your services at this moment in time. And another thing that I always advise my clients to think about is the fact that you, as an advertiser, as a business owner, you have a limited budget that you can spend on your advertising, right? So let's say, for example, you have, $1,000, $5,000 a month to spend on your advertising. So it's in your best interest to spend this money in a platform that will provide you the best return on investment, right? So maybe if you will advertise on Facebook, on Instagram, you will get clients. I'm not saying that you're not going to get clients, but I'm talking about the best return on investment, right? Especially if you have a limited budget. So if you know that spending $5,000 on Google Ads will bring you 20 clients, right? And spending the same amount of money within Facebook ads will only give you 5 clients. Well, it's obvious. It's better to spend all of your budget on a platform that provides you the best return on investment instead of, spending 3,000 here, 3,000 there. It's better to spend your money somewhere where your return on investment is the highest. Does it make sense? Yeah, right? Because it's better to spend money somewhere where you can get the most out of it. Now, how do you start with Google Ads? Well, first of all, you have to do some research within Google Ads. So before you start spending money on your advertising, it's better to do a research and see how many people you can actually target, how many people are actually searching for your services in a specific geographical location that you want to target. And Google provides this ability to check, to see and analyze. You can do it all for free. So all you have to do is just to create Google Ads account. And there is a special tool within Google Ads account that's called Keyword Planner. It's called Keyword Planner. And I will just show you now how to use it. It's very, very simple. You just have to put some keywords, put the location, and Google will show you approximately how many people are searching for your services on average every single month. Okay, guys, so to access the Google Keyword Planner, all you have to do is just go to Google and search for Keyword Planner. And you will see this link that says choose the right keywords with our research tool. So you just click on this link and you will need to have a Google account to access the Keyword Planner. But once you've set up an account, and maybe you already have one, you will just go to this particular screen, right? And it starts with discover new keywords, right? So you have to click on this link, you have to click here, and you can put some name of the services that you provide. So again, let's say, for example, we started with as an example with the painters. So let's say, for example, house painters and Sydney, right? Just as an example. And we click search and we see the results, right? So on the screen, you see the results. I'll just zoom in a bit. So this is it. So within Australia, house painter Sydney, and the number of searches, 590 every month, right? So you can see the graph, how many people are searching. All right, and you can go and change the location. So for your service, maybe you're providing some other service and you provide it in a different location. So you can just put the location. So you can put a city. For example, in this case, we'll put Sydney, because let's say, for example, our business is in Sydney. We'll just remove Australia and we'll click save. And now the number is a bit different now. So a bit less people searching when from Sydney location, right? So 480 instead of 590. And we can also see some other searches, commercial painters, residential painters, etc. So this is how we can check how many people are searching for our specific services in our location. Now you can, for example, we can put some other service in Sydney, for example, pest control, right? This one is quite popular, I would say. So let's see how many people are searching for pest control. All right, so see the number is completely different. So pest control in Sydney, 6,600 searches, and it's on the rise. So more people are searching in October, November, December, January, and well, see, in January 2023, it was almost 10,000 searches for pest control in Sydney, right? And pest control near me, 2,400 searches, etc. So this is how you can check your specific services in your specific geographical location. Okay, so let's say after the initial analysis, you see that people are searching for your services in your location, and now it's time for you to think about what kind of a budget, how much money should you invest into Google Ads to make it profitable for you. Now, the good rule of thumb is to look at this particular question from your business value perspective. And what I'm trying to say is think about how much value will it bring to your business if you win, let's say, 10 clients per week, right? So let's say, for example, an average client will bring you a profit of $1,000. So 10 clients will mean $10,000. So if your business profit, the value that Google Ads can bring you per week is $10,000, well, maybe a good idea to spend about 10 or 20% of that expected value and invest it into the Google Ads. So this will bring us to investing about $1,000 to $2,000 per week, right? And then you just divide it into a number of days. You can start advertising Monday to Friday, for example. I'm not a big fan of advertising just Monday to Friday. I usually, with our clients, we advertise Monday to Sunday, so 7 days a week, because my idea is that it doesn't matter when person is searching for specific keywords that I'm targeting. If they're searching, I want them to come to the website. I want them to come to our website because when they are searching for specific phrases that we're targeting, they are qualifying themselves as a good prospect for us. So for me, it doesn't matter Monday to Friday or Monday to Sunday. We usually advertise 7 days a week. And if you take the budget, like your $1,000 or $2,000 number that you came up with after the calculations, you just divide it by the number of days that you want to advertise, and you will come up with a daily budget, right? So we're roughly going to be about maybe $50 or $100 a day, so something like that. But again, it totally depends on your specific service, right? So if you are making a lot of money from each client that you win, then it's worth for you to consider investing more. It's really depends on your specific service, your specific profits, etc. So I just gave you the basic rule of thumb, how to calculate it, how to calculate approximately how much money you should be starting with, spending on a daily basis with Google Ads. I also want to mention the very important aspect of setting up your Google Ads account. And when you start, if you start Google Ads account by yourself, Google will offer you a so-called smart campaigns. So smart campaigns is something that pretty much everything is automated with smart campaigns. You don't have to do much yourself. You just provide your website, you provide your budget, and Google puts it all together using AI, and they call it a smart campaigns. And this is the fast way for them to create campaign and start advertising your business. But in my opinion, it's not the best option for you as for the advertiser, because you don't have much control over what's happening with the smart campaigns. And I've had many clients who've set up the ads campaign, smart campaigns themselves, and they start getting clicks, but they're not getting conversions. They're not getting people who are calling them. The problem with smart campaigns is that they are spreading your ads, the appearance of your ads, across multiple sections of the Google network. So it's not that they're showing you ads just for the people who are search within Google. They also show you ads on their display network, so ads appear on the different websites and so on. So all I'm trying to say is that with the smart campaigns, you don't have a control over where they show your ads. And my approach usually is a bit different. I want to advertise only for people who search within Google. So if I have a limited budget, I only want people who search for the very specific phrases that I've selected. I only want to advertise for these people because I know that this particular way of advertising will bring me the best results. Does it make sense? I don't want my ads to appear on a third-party website. I don't want my ads appear on YouTube, within YouTube videos. I only want my ads to appear for people who search on Google because I know this brings the best return on investment. And unfortunately, with smart campaigns, you don't have an ability to control exactly what's happening. So my advice to you, if you want to get the best results from Google Ads, is to set up your campaigns manually. And maybe you will need a professional help with that, but believe me, it's better to get that professional help because it will bring you clients much faster compared to you trying to figure it out yourself. Now, let's say you've set up your Google Ads account and you start getting people to come to your website, but maybe you're not getting enough inquiries. Maybe you're not getting enough people who are contacting you. So what do you do about that? Well, I usually explain it like this. The main success driving factor with your online advertising is your website. And when I say your website, is it what kind of information you provide on your website for your prospects to make this inquiry, to make this contact with you. Because if your website is very plain and looks exactly the same or very similar to your competition, well, obviously you will get very mediocre results, right? Because if you don't provide any special offers, something that stands out and something that will make people contact you versus competition, you will not perform as good. And it makes total sense because when somebody's searching online, they don't know you, right? They're not referrals. So they're choosing between you and competition. And what's happening most of the time these days, people will open 2, 3, maybe sometimes 5 different websites before they decide who to contact. And again, it makes absolutely perfect sense. People want to see what you can offer versus competition. People want to see your personality. So for example, if you have a picture of yourself on a website and your competition just has stock images, well, obviously people want to do business with people. So I usually advise our clients, again, to put more personality on their pages, on their website, the business owner details, or the picture of the entire team, so the potential customer can actually see who they're going to deal with. So in short, it's very, very important to think about your website from the point of view whether it's attractive for the client or not. And a good exercise here will be to open 2, 3, 4, maybe, 5 websites of your competitors and compare and be honest with yourself. Honestly, think about your own offers, think about your own website, and compare your website with your competition. And if you see that your website is not providing anything unique, it doesn't have anything that will attract client more than something that your competition can provide, then maybe it's time to sit down, pause your ads, stop spending money, pause your ads, and think about the strategy of what kind of content you can provide on a website. The very good idea would be provide a video on the landing pages when you expect clients to come. The video can actually be reviews from your previous clients, or video about, you can just do the video with yourself talking about the business and giving them some specific offers, monthly offers, etc. Or just a quick video explaining how long you've been in business and why dealing with you will be a better choice for them. I just want you to remember that your website will play a very, very significant role in terms of how many people you will actually convert into inquiries. Now, if you want to learn some numbers, I can give you this. So usually with a good, successful Google Ads campaign, you can expect up to 30% conversion rate, right? So if your campaign is set up correctly, if your website is good, you can expect up to 30% conversion rate out of your visit, which means that out of 10 people who are visiting your website, 3 will contact you, right? So this is something that you can definitely achieve if you've set up everything correctly. I also want to give you a quick tip about the keywords. So when you're starting up and you're thinking about how many keywords I should target, try to stay away from adding too many keywords straight away. So I know that some people will offer you, I know that advertising agencies sometimes do that. They tell you that, look, we can add hundreds of keywords to your campaign. But it's actually not a good idea. When you have a limited budget, you shouldn't be adding too many keywords into your account. And the best starting point will be only to add phrases that, like I said earlier in this video, phrases that contain the name of the service that you provide plus the location. So just as an example, if you're a painter in Sydney, you want to add keywords into your account and target keywords like house painters Sydney, right? So when somebody's searching specifically for house painter Sydney, then your ad will appear. Or if you're a dentist in Melbourne, keywords may be dentist Melbourne, or dentist Melbourne CBD, or dentist Melbourne Eastern Suburbs, or like I've said, very, very specifically, the name of the service and the location where you provide it. So start with this first. Don't add anything else. Don't use keywords, general keywords like dentist, for example, or dentistry, or anything like that. Stay away from that. So only the name of the service that you provide plus the location. So you have to start with these keywords first and then see how you go. And if you then see that you still have an ability, still have a budget, to cover, that your budget is not spent on a daily basis, then you can think about adding more and more keywords. But to begin with, start with this service name plus location. Also, I want to give you some tips, as I promised at the beginning of this video, as to how to convert more inquiries into actual clients. Because it's one thing to get visits to your website and get inquiries from the prospects, but another thing is to convert them into actual paying clients. So how do you do that? When one of the things that's working for us very, very well is with follow-up emails. And by follow-up emails, I mean when somebody contacts you and they want to learn more about the service that you provide, they want to get a price. So of course you have to get their contact details, right? You ask them for their name, for their phone number, for their email address. And what you do, even after the first conversation, you send them the email. We call it a welcome email. You can call it a follow-up email. And in that email, you don't have to provide price or quote straight away. All you do, you say, hi, John, for example, if your prospect name is John. Hi, John, it was a pleasure talking to you. Please check some of the some pictures of the completed work that we've done recently. And you've sent them some pictures, some photos of the work that you've done for some other clients, right? So they can see what you've done for somebody else. Now, what it will do for you? Well, firstly, your prospect will have an email from you, right? So they will have all the contact details from you. And sometimes, what people do, they forgot who they spoke with, but they remember that they received some information in the email about this company, right? And they may forgot, it may be that they forgot about who you are, but they remember that there was an email, so they can always go back to the email inbox and check your contact details. And if they like the pictures that you send them, it's also a very, very high chance that at the end they will choose to work with you rather than somebody else, right? And the follow-up emails, they don't stop at this stage. So after you provide them with a welcome email, you will send them your quote. And after sending your quote, so usually within 2 days or even 1 day, you can send another follow-up email. Just a very short email asking whether the price is within their ballpark or they have any questions. This is it. Now, the idea of follow-up emails has actually been tested with many of our clients, and I know many other businesses are using it. And I'm 100% sure that it works. So if you will implement it within your business, I guarantee you that you will get more conversions, you will get more customers compared to somebody who doesn't have a follow-up email set up. So it's 100% something that will definitely increase your conversions if you spend some time setting it up, and if you have a discipline to actually do it. Now you may be thinking about, what about follow-up calls? Well, follow-up calls was a big thing a few years back, but now, as you probably know, people are not really picking up the phone calls as much as they used to. Really depends on the generation, but not as much as it used to. So people prefer to see the text message, so you can definitely follow up with the text or the email, right? In my opinion, setting up an email follow-up is a bit easier, but text messages are definitely also very, very good idea. So you can set up follow-ups via text. If you have any questions specifically about how to set up Google Ads campaign, maybe you have something now and it's not working, or maybe you want to learn more about your specific industry, best keywords to yours in your specific business vertical, please feel free to leave a comment under this video, and I will answer as many questions and as many comments as I possibly can. I can provide you obviously with a list of the keywords that I would think is best to use for your specific industry. So feel free to leave a comments. Also, let me know if something was unclear about the video. Maybe you think that Google Ads is not the best option to start generating leads fast. Maybe you know something else. I would be more than happy to learn what you have to share. So please leave all the comments in the section below this video, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.